All right, good morning from the National Weather Service in Raleigh, North Carolina. My name is Aaron Swiggett here, meteorologist, and I will be providing the routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from Thursday through next Wednesday, which covers July 27th today through August 2nd. August is rapidly approaching. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming weather pattern here. Continued hot. We'll get into that here in just a second. But hottest temperatures of the year so far expected today and even into portions of this weekend. So you can see kind of up across the top right image on Saturday, there's like a little stationary front stretching from like Maine back into the Missouri kind of area. And approaching Saturday and into Sunday, that will slowly start to sag southward. And as you can see, Monday kind of pushed through the area by Monday. Looks like Monday morning, according to this graphic here. And that cold front will provide a little bit of relief from the hottest temperatures of the year so far, and provide our best chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Backing up a little bit for today into Friday, we still expect some isolated showers and storms, mainly across the western Piedmont kind of area and along the sea breeze kind of south and east of the area. And then we'll kind of expect that similar pattern through Friday as far as precipitation chances. And then with that cold front, better chances for more scattered to widespread showers and storms Saturday and especially on Sunday as that front really approaches our area. And then behind that front should have some cooler and drier air pushing in. May have a couple different secondary cold fronts pushing in late Monday into Tuesday as well, providing that drier air and cooler relief from the heat. And then with that precipitation chances, you can kind of see through tonight, this top left image here, any kind of precipitation, mostly with greater confidence, kind of along western North Carolina into the Virginias area. And then similar kind of flavor for Friday with maybe a little bit better chances along the sea breeze there across southeastern North Carolina, but central North Carolina for the most part remaining dry. And then Saturday into Sunday, you can kind of see we're getting into a little bit higher totals. Sunday maybe a little bit better across the east for rainfall totals. And then maybe some lingering late Saturday into late Sunday into early Monday. You can kind of see there in the bottom middle image for Monday. And the total rainfall for the area, anywhere between a few hundredths to approaching a little over half an inch as you approach and head eastward towards the coast. And most of that rainfall, unsurprisingly, falling on Sunday with that frontal passage there. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the main forecast concern for this weekly briefing, and that's the continued hot weather. So these graphics here that I'm going to kind of step through are the feels like temperature, or more accurately described as the heat index for central North Carolina. And this is as it says, the feels like temperature. But I also want to point out that this is the expected feels like temperature in the shade. So in the sun, in the direct sun, it's going to feel much worse than this. So keep that in mind as I'm scrolling through these. This one is for today. You can kind of see widespread near 100 to approaching 105. So pretty hot specifically for this area. But we'll see a warming trend as I step through to Friday. You can kind of see a general increase of about 5 degrees or so in the feels like temperature. And that is mostly associated with the warming of a couple degrees and a little bit better moisture. And that is the same trend into Saturday, which is expected to be the hottest of these days and most humid of these days. And the feels like temperature respects that with 105 or 103-ish to close to 110 in a few areas. So very widespread hot, and Saturday being the hottest. And then as we approach on Sunday, that approaching cold front will allow temperatures not to get as high with precipitation chances moving in, especially from the north and west. You see those cooler temperatures out that way. but we could still see some pretty high heat index values down across the south and east, Fayetteville, Smithfield, Goldsboro, Clinton kind of area. All right, so I mentioned some showers and storms potential. What's the severe potential? So you kind of see the large image here on the left, that is for today, and just highlighting the areas of thunderstorm chances across our area. So no severe potential is expected at this time for our area for today. And again, similar flavor for Friday here. If you can see my mouse kind of circling the area here, similar, just thunderstorm chances potential across the Piedmont and along the sea breeze here, with a general lull in between. And then Saturday, another chance for more widespread or scattered in nature, but across the whole area potential for Saturday. Mostly just the isolated to scattered nature, but that probability across a majority of the area heading into Saturday. Some of which can be strong to severe, but mainly up into the Virginia area. That may leak into some of the northern portions of our area, and that is for Saturday. As for Sunday, you can kind of see there's no threats highlighted there, but the thunderstorm risk and some of the finer details need to be kind of realized or resolved for the severe potential for Sunday. So that's why you don't see anything there. But as Sunday approaches the day 3 mark, which it will tomorrow, we'll have a little bit better idea and maybe a little bit better confidence on the severe potential for Sunday. So stay tuned for those kinds of updates. All right, how about for flooding potential? Again, today, tomorrow, which is Friday, very similar flavor with precipitation chances on the peripheries of the northwest and southeast, but we're not expecting any flooding potential for those. Maybe starting to head into some of the northern areas, mainly up into Virginia on Saturday. But Sunday is the main day we want to look at, and that is the graphic down here in the bottom left. Sorry for the more pulled back version, but they have not allowed or supported forecast area graphics for the day 4 and 5 yet, since they're still experimental, but I wanted to highlight it here since we won't talk to you guys again until Monday. But just to highlight that there is a marginal risk, mainly across all of North Carolina as that frontal passage moves through on Sunday. So yeah, low threat, which is known as the marginal risk, which is level 1 out of 4 for isolated flash flooding potential on Sunday. Tropics, getting into starting to ramp up here as we're approaching, I think climatological peak is sometime in September. So we're only a month away from that now as this discussion heads into August for the first time. So starting to approach our climatological ramp up, as it were, for the tropical outlooks. And there is a little disturbance out there in the Eastern Atlantic, which the National Hurricane Center has highlighted as a 40% chance of some sort of development within the next 7 days. That frontal passage that I mentioned earlier is expected to pick that up and push it out to sea. So far, at least looking at some of the longer range models, not expected to be much of a concern, but we will definitely keep our eyes on that. All right, looking at a little bit further, 8 to 14 day outlook. This is covering the period August 3rd through 9th. So the average temperature throughout that time frame, mostly expecting slightly above normal, 33 to 50% chance of above normal temperatures for the area, with better chances as you go south. And just for reference there, normal temperatures for Greensboro, upper 80s, and similar flavor for Raleigh and Fayetteville, and lows in the upper 60s to maybe even low 70s down towards Fayetteville. And additionally, during that time frame, low chances, 30 to 40% chance of above normal precipitation. But for the most part, during these summertime months, it's very scattered and isolated of the higher precipitation totals in nature. So that general probability being higher across a majority of the area there, but no specifics, especially at this time frame. All right, and for the most part, that is all I have for you guys this evening. This evening, man, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. This morning, So just a little wrap up here, continued hottest temperatures of the year so far through the weekend, and those may lead to some heat advisory products likely this weekend, Friday and Saturday, and potentially portions of the area, specifically the south and east counties of the area on Sunday, where precipitation will move in latest. And yeah, mainly that will be along the cold front with cooler and drier air, leading to a relief, thankfully, from this hot weather heading into early next week. All right, that is all I have for everyone, and I will stand by for any questions.